I am delighted to be part of this presentation on Schoenberg and Hollywood. Many thanks to Professor Ken Marcus for organizing this event, to Margit Kleinman and the Villa Aurora for hosting the event, and to Moses Bogosian and his musicians, and especially to David Newman, whom I started admiring nearly 50 years ago, some surprising capacities, his mathematical and basketball skills. I would like to use the map that you are looking at as a reference for a little journey through Los Angeles. From the Villa Aurora where we are now, our family home is only about 7 miles away. 2-hour walk for Europeans and a 2-hour drive for the locals. Our travel adventures will take us to West Hollywood, past George Gershwin's home, as well as the MGM studios in Culver City. We'll first visit a couple of downtown hotels. There's a postcard size of this map for you to pick up at the desk. Alfred Newman, who was already at 20th Century Fox from 1935, was its music director from 1939 to 1959. He studied with my father from 1936 through 1938 and maintained a social relationship with him through 1940. I intend to focus on 3 particular events where he, Alfred Newman, was the main reason that these events took place. In 1937, he persuaded Samuel Goldwyn into allowing the Kolisch Quartet to record the 4 Schoenberg string quartets on a United Artists soundstage. In 1938, Newman asked my father to present the Oscar for Best Film Score at the Academy Awards, and again in 1938, he provided the 20th Century Fox Orchestra to perform the premiere of Kol Nidre. So here we go. We're going to take the Sunset route that will give us the opportunity to pass by George Gershwin's home in West Hollywood and quickly continue to the Academy Awards ceremony in downtown Los Angeles, the Biltmore Hotel. Here are the Oscars for the year 1938 are to be presented, including the Oscar for the Best Film Score. Unfortunately, though Schoenberg was invited, he was not well enough to present the award, but he did request that the following materials be read. I deeply regret that the illness during the past 2 nights will prevent me from attending the banquet tonight. Please express my disappointment and offer my apologies to your board and the guests. I add the remarks which I had planned to deliver and which I should like to have represent me on this important occasion. It seems to me one of the most estimable traits of mankind that men like to find out who are their best, and that mankind always is ready to venerate outstanding persons in every field. These symbolize to me the tendency of mankind towards progress, towards development, towards improvement, towards a better future. As almost my whole life as an artist has been devoted, scarcely to the present but distinctly to the future, I use with pleasure this occasion to express the hope there will soon come a time when the severe conditions and laws of modernistic music will be no hindrance anymore towards a reconciliation with the necessities of the moving picture industry. By its use of music and a means of stimulation, the movie industry has already succeeded in making the people music conscious. Step by step, it will educate them also to ideas and ways of expression which they cannot appreciate today. Because of this effect, in time to come, every outstanding man in this field will deserve the title of pioneer of culture. May I have the envelope, please? The nominees, well, you can read the nominees. And another envelope, please, and this time the correct one. The winner is 100 Men and a Girl. I congratulate most heartily the man whose Universal Picture Company picture, 100 Men and a Girl, has been chosen by so great a majority of votes to be recognized as the author of this year's Best Musical Score. After this exciting, spontaneous evening, since we are already downtown, we'll drop by the Coconut Grove at the nearby Ambassador Hotel for a little post-Oscar party. And here it is, the Coconut Grove. This is indeed impressive, a full orchestra, a large chorus, and who is that conducting the orchestra? Imagine, after settling down at the VIP front table, discovering that the MGA Orchestra was about to premiere Arnold Schoenberg's Kol Nidre, conducted by the composer. As Barbara Schoenberg will tell you, the Society for Jewish Culture at the Fairfax Temple regularly rented the Coconut Grove for its young poor services. Schoenberg conducted the world premiere of his Kol Nidre with the MGM Orchestra on October 4th, 1938.
The last rehearsal. Please, first trumpet, number 15, measure 15. First trumpet, yes, please, this is one, da, da, dee, da, 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 yes. 16 notes, no 8, no 37, yes. So, now please, then there is also in the first and second trumpet, number 78. This is principal part, you know this hook, yes? String this off, yes? Have you number 78, first and second trumpet? Then please now, 99, the trombones. Oh yes, this I would like to hear. Trombones and bass and tuba. Please, in 99, the first, the second and third beat are legato. It should be a little, let us say, quasi dolce, yes? Not too long. But then come two very short staccatos. Don't make them too rough, please, yes? You accompany this sung-able melody, yes? And it should fit to this melody. And the staccato does not mean characteristic. See, listen please, it serves only so that one hears better the singer, you know? And it means very short notes, but not accented. Yes? So it is, then please now play 99 and 100. In 100 you have, no, only the trombones and horns, 99 and 100. Please, 100, very Deutsch, directly Deutsch and legato. Yes, please make it. One. Yes, but also the second trombone legato. From E, all these four notes are legato. The second trombone 100, yes?
I think it's time to get on with it. We're going to go visit the MGM studios in Culver City, which is not too far away. We do have to take the little...
Dieses Quartett habe ich vor 31 Jahren komponiert. Aber erst die Noblesse meines lieben Freundes Alfred Newman und die hervorragenden Leistungen seiner Mitarbeiter vom United Artists Studio sowie die Uneigennützigkeit meiner treuen Freunde vom Kolisch Quartett, die auch die anderen Quartette rekordieren werden, ermöglichen die intime Bekanntschaft mit dieser Musik. Möge diese Bekundung für das Ausmaß meines heißen Dankes zeigen. And now listen to this man, Alfred Newman.
It has been an honor and our very good fortune to be in a position to record these great Schoenberg quartets, to contribute in a measure to their perpetuation. I am sure his friends who are fortunate enough to receive from Mr. Schoenberg these recorded albums, played with such devotion by the Polish Quartet, will consider them as we do, historic musical documents. And so, Mr. Schoenberg, we of the United Artists Studios, the sound engineers, recorders, and all the others who made possible this memorial to your great art, we are proud and honored. And now the Polish Quartet. Mr. Kolisch.
I am very happy indeed to have the opportunity at last to hear this work, which since my childhood has been one of my dearest.
Mr. Kuhner.
Ich freue mich sehr, dass unsere Arbeit durch diese schönen Platten belohnt wurde.
Mr. Lerner.
Ich hoffe, die Zuhörer haben auch etwas von der Freude, die wir empfinden, wenn wir diese uns so teure Musik spielen dürfen.
Mr. Heifetz.
Es fällt mir sehr schwer, die Worte zu finden, die meine Freude ausdrücken, an der Arbeit teilgenommen zu haben.
Mr. Frank Marr, our sound recorder.
It has been a pleasure and an honor to contribute in my small way in assisting in such an art.
Also, the premiere of this quartet was exceptionally well presented by Master Jose and his wonderful string quartet. One knows that perfection cannot be expected at the very first performance. So it was this second string quartet about which a gentleman once asked me whether I had heard it already in a perfect manner. I had to answer, yes, during the composing. Now, since the Polish quartet exists, and thanks to my friend Alfred Newman, who gave me the opportunity to record these compositions, everybody, and even myself, are in the position to hear it in a perfect manner, in a perfect performance. These are private records, as private as my music is still today. I personally like privacy, but I want to include in it my friends, the friends of my thoughts, of my music. Nevertheless, I am astonished that other people do like my privacy, liked it for so long a time, and like it still. I enjoy very much this opportunity given me through the generosity of Mr. Alfred Newman and his excellent cooperators of the United Artists Studio. Many thanks for enabling me to send so a message to my friends of today and of the future.
We are on our way back to the Villa Aurora, and we'll stop by 116 North Rockingham to see if anyone is there. Looks like we're fortunate because the Canadian film composer Eldon Rathburn is performing at one of his lessons, and he says that this is a compilation, a treat and a retreat for you. Let's see how many of these things that we can identify.
Hollywood, 1936. George Gershwin moved into a Spanish-style mansion with a swimming pool and, more importantly, a tennis court. Not far away lived Arnold Schoenberg. He was 62 years old and had recently moved to America to escape Nazi Germany. Schoenberg had a great teaching job with many high-profile composition students and was working on his difficult violin concerto. Gershwin was busy writing the score to the hit musical Shall We Dance? Even though their music was completely different, Gershwin admired Schoenberg. He even considered studying music theory with him. But when Gershwin met Schoenberg at the home of his neighbor, Shirley Temple, his overture to the older composer was decidedly non-musical. He challenged Schoenberg to a friendly game of tennis. Well, one match became two, and two became a whole lot more. Tennis turned into a weekly ritual for the composers. Schoenberg often brought a small entourage of string players and conductors. Gershwin invited his songwriter friends like Harold Arlen and Yip Harburg. The composers' techniques on the court were apparently as different as their music, which, in Gershwin's case, was linear, direct. While Schoenberg was more, Schoenbergian. Gershwin's game was described as nonchalant, relentless, and chivalrous. Schoenberg's as overly eager and choppy. But they enjoyed playing together so much that they never missed a match. Schoenberg even showed up to play on the day his son Ronald was born. Today we might call that a major husband fail.
A major husband fail? Why Mozart and Brahms and who is that on the bottom? Well, actually, Mozart was born on my birthday, and Brahms was born on my sister Nuria's birthday, and Ronny was born on May 26th. Today. Happy birthday, Ronny. And happy birthday from the Polish Quartet at a birthday party at Rockingham.